The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Elon Musk reveals he has Asperger's syndrome in SNL monologue, watch it here, CNET. The 3 things one expert hopes will help address ongoing COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy, CNN. Balcony collapse in Malibu residence sends almost a dozen people onto rocks below, KTLA Los Angeles. China rocket debris likely plunged into the Indian Ocean near the Maldives, says China's space agency, CNN. Canelo Alvarez wins unification bout versus Billy Joe Saunders via TKO in front of record crowd, ESPN. Twitter reacts to Marina Rodriguez's win over Michelle Waterson at UFC on ESPN 24, MMA Junkie. Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the U.S., has shut down over a ransomware attack, Gizmodo. Scarlett Johansson calls for step back from Golden Globes, Los Angeles Times. Andrew Cuomo investigation expands over politicization of vaccine distribution, Fox News. Neanderthal remains unearthed in Italian cave, BBC News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Elon Musk takes a bow as first SNL host ever with Asperger's. GOP reportedly hit Trump's weak numbers at MAGA supporting lawmaker retreats. Controversial Arizona recounters won't pound on voters' doors after Department of Justice complaint. Michael Cohen predicts Trump won't give 2 cents to help Giuliani's legal defense. How to track China's out-of-control rocket as it hurtles towards Earth. Senator Johnson cites commonly misused data to suggest vaccines linked to deaths. Maryland governor issues blanket pardon for lynching victims. Beefed up Israel police confront Palestinians in Jerusalem on Ramadan Holy Night. Willow Smith brings back Jada's metal band passed for Mother's Day. Idaho governor signs bill to allow killing 90% of state's wolves. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Parents, students, district decry coach's behavior. Water gunfight turns to gunfire, kills 18-year-old. Mayor resigns following felony DWI arrest. Woman's body found on road, foul play suspected. Truck drivers to help fight human smuggling. Mother wants stiff for vehicular manslaughter law. Astronomer suit against American girl resolved. Hunter accidentally shoots hiker. Car wash owner beaten with crowbar, then dragged. Suspects charged with shooting of police chief. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Village caught in Czech Russia spy case just wants things to stop blowing up. States turn down hundreds of thousands of vaccine doses as demand dips. Times Square shooting injures 2 women and a child, police say. As Texas voting restrictions near passage, Democrats stage protest. Scotland election results complicate hopes for independence referendum. Cyber attack forces a shutdown of a top U.S. pipeline. Trump still has iron grip on Republicans. Online or in person, soon, British theatergoers can decide. 4 dead in shooting and fire near Baltimore, police say. Think outside the bunch for Mother's Day. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. New Orleans police make arrest in Elvis impersonator shooting death. SNL Weekend Update squeezes and shots at Biden, Cuomo, while bashing Trump. Elon Musk hosts SNL, jokes about space, cars, Mars, pot and Dogecoin during monologue. Elon Musk hosting SNL as an alibi for China rocket crash, jokes Weekend Update. China's Rogue Long March 5B rocket debris lands in Indian Ocean, report. Andrew Cuomo investigation expands over politicization of vaccine distribution. Israel shared Iranian General Soleimani's cell phones with U.S. intelligence before drone strike, report. Pelosi mocked for sharing photo of different black player in post honoring Willie Mays. Elon Musk says NL hosting gig draws response from Dave Chappelle, no one can be woke enough. Teachers union bosses visited White House for Joe Biden event ahead of CDC lobbying effort. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, May 9th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Stimulus check latest, will you get a fourth relief payment? The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Talk of the town, city's couple Crispin O'Day and Nicola P. split after pain of assault case. Wife reveals the moment she found out her partner had been abusing drugs for a decade. Couple reveal what swinging is really like after meeting hot strangers for intimate wife swap. Chinese Long March rocket breaks up on re-entry over Maldives. Bride and groom under fire for matching wedding gift values with reception meals. Actress Sienna Miller moans about how quickly cheap brands copied her in the noughties. Samantha Cameron models jumpsuit from her brand, but some detractors think it looks like pajamas. Priti Patel strips Albanian gangster of his right to stay in the UK. Dating experts reveal the subtle signs and clues to spot if your partner is cheating on you. Prince Harry calls for COVID vaccine to be equitably distributed across the world at VaxLive. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Myanmar junta brands ousted lawmakers terrorists. Beefed up Israel police clash with Palestinians in Jerusalem. Bombing outside Kabul girls' school kills at least 50. China says most rocket debris burned up during re-entry. Death toll soars to 50 in school bombing in Afghan capital. The Taliban is targeting areas around key provincial capitals, looking for weak spots as foreign troops withdraw. Palestinians and Israeli police clash in Jerusalem over planned Arab evictions. U.S. Navy seizes arms shipment in Arabian Sea amid Yemen war. Faye Shulman, partisan photographer who captured Jewish resistance during the Holocaust, dies at 101. Mass murder and the sin of silence. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Pope adds voice to call for pharma giant to waive vaccine patents. Mission menopause, my hormones went off a cliff, and I'm not going to be ashamed. Cries of the victims of mass rape go unheard in Ethiopia's mountain war. Simon Tisdall. How harm reduction models can save U.S. lives in the pandemic. Parts Taiwan prays for rain as Sun Moon Lake is hit by drought. Herbal and diet supplements have no effect on weight loss. The big picture, sandcastles on America's final frontier. Bill and Melinda Gates divorce, why the over 60s are silver splitters. Democrats renew effort to get Donald Trump's financial records. Elon Musk says he is first person with Asperger's to host Saturday Night Live. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Chinese rocket updates, debris splashes down in Indian Ocean. California proposes to steer new homes from gas appliances. U.S. Navy seizes arms shipment in Arabian Sea amid Yemen war. As India surges, Bangladesh lacks jabs, faces virus variants. Pastors rally, seek transparency in Elizabeth City shooting. Ransomware cyber attack shuts down major U.S. pipeline, company says. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Isami, 9 babies and a giant squid. Kabul attack, blast near school leave more than 50 dead. China rocket debris disintegrates over Indian Ocean, Chinese media. Jerusalem, many injured on second night of clashes. Neanderthal remains unearthed in Italian cave. Kanathu, how Africans are forgetting their history. Has Honduras become a narco state? Joe Lagan, America's longest juvenile lifer on 68 years in prison. Sophie Scholl, student who resisted Hitler and inspires Germany. Junior doctors in India's COVID crisis, we've grown up really fast. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. After days of uncertainty, Chinese rocket re-enters atmosphere over Indian Ocean. Israel police clash with Palestinians in Jerusalem. Really unpredictable, Chinese rocket hurtling back to Earth, possible debris zone spans huge swath of globe. U.S. authorities investigate death in police custody. Family welcomes civil rights charges in Floyd death. Mayorkas visits Texas border processing facility. Today in history for May 8. EU, U.S. stance on vaccine patents, no magic bullet. The day in pictures. Idaho Middle School employees hailed as heroes after 6th grade girl injures 3 in shooting. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. 2 people critically injured when balcony at Malibu beach house collapses. Rare gathering of world's vast schools of Buddhism offers healing against racial hate. Earthquake, 3.7 quake registered near Redondo Beach. I will not be quiet, teens speak out about anti-Asian attacks at LA event. Column, history pegs Cruz Reynoso as a defeated judge, let's remember him as a fighter. Prosecutors will no longer seek death penalty in the Anthony Avalos torture case. Inmate assaulted jail employee in possible hate crime, Sheriff's Department says. A flower shortage is driving up costs for a Mother's Day of post-COVID-19 reunions. Is Garcetti going? Los Angeles waits with uncertainty as city faces major crossroads. Fat shaming, BMI and alienation, COVID-19 brought new stigma to large-sized people. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, May 9th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Germany to give $662 million to Holocaust survivors struggling during the coronavirus pandemic. Out-of-control Chinese rocket has landed in the Indian Ocean. Pictures from outer space reveal the extent of illegal gold mining in Peru. Ethiopian patriarch pleads for international help to stop rape and genocide by government troops. U.S. Fifth Fleet seizes weapons shipment from stateless Tau in Arabian Sea. South Africa, Zulu Queen's eldest son named next monarch, Prince Msuzulu, whose name means strengthening the Zulus, will take over as the next Zulu king, according to the will of his mother and regent queen. The announcement led to chaos at the royal palace. Turkey calls Israel terrorist state, seeks to save Jerusalem. U.S. confiscates massive arms shipment off coast of Oman, Yemen. Election results, Sadiq Khan re-elected for second term as London mayor. Pro-independence parties pick up majority in Scottish Parliament. Mayor of London election latest, Labour's Sadiq Khan set to beat Conservative Sean Bailey. Scottish nationalists vow new independence vote from UK after election success. EU condemns Israeli settlement plans amid East Jerusalem tensions. COVID sparked fungal infection assuming epidemic proportions. India news. Last wild macaw in Rio is lonely and looking for love. The next headlines are from Forbes. Max Scherzer's whirlwind weekends with historical strikeout performance against the New York Yankees. Elon Musk reveals he has Asperger's on Saturday Night Live. That massive Chinese rocket just fell to Earth. Indiana Pacers trying to stay focused amid turmoil, but bigger questions remain. The 25 most popular shows on Netflix in 2021, update, May 8. The 25 most popular movies on Netflix in 2021, update, May 8. Blackpink's Rose and IU make history with their first platinum certifications in Korea. Predicting San Francisco 49ers roster following 2021 NFL Draft. Trey Lance and revamped 49ers backfield can take Shanahan offense to its zenith. Former First Dog Bo, Obama's only reliable friend in D.C., dies at 12. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,703,970,700 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Citizen Penn review, Sean Penn the activist, in a portrait made for believers and scoffers. Elon Musk reveals Asperger syndrome diagnosis on Saturday Night Live. Miley Cyrus and Saturday Night Live Mom's Open Mother's Day episode. AVAX Live Photo Gallery, Jennifer Lopez, Foo Fighters, J Balvin, Her, Prince Harry, Chrissy Teigen and more. Elon Musk says NL debut will get global YouTube live stream. Jim Carrey gives new car to Sonic 2 Feet crew member. Waiting for Godot review, starry trams like us and their existentialist dilemmas make for daring, delightful streaming theater. Who are the greatest Mouseketeers? Scarlett Johansson urges industry to step back from the HFPA. Maya Rudolph on playing a villain in Enchanted sequel, working with Dream Come True Amy Adams. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Elon Musk leans on Elonisms as Saturday Night Live host. Celebrities push for vaccine equity at Vax Live benefit concert. Getting women back to work is key to a strong recovery, Labour Secretary says. UK elections, Conservatives make gains, pro-independence parties win in Scotland. Obama UHS mourns death of true friend, beloved first dog Bo. Bombing near Kabul school kills at least 30, many of them girls. India sees deadliest day of pandemic with COVID-19 deaths topping 4,000. Cybersecurity attack shuts down a top U.S. gasoline pipeline. Black Americans and the racist architecture of home ownership. The following headlines are from The Week. Scottish leader, no democratic justification for UK blocking independence referendum after election. Can the U.S. maintain leverage against the Taliban via Afghanistan's neighbors? Cyber attack on key pipeline sends message that U.S. infrastructure is vulnerable, cybersecurity expert says. House GOP campaign wing reportedly withheld bad Trump polling from lawmakers at retreat. CDC provides crucial COVID-19 guidance update acknowledging airborne transmission. India records 4,000 COVID-19 deaths in a day for first time. 10 things you need to know today, May 8, 2021. More than 200 injured after Israeli police, Palestinians clash over potential evictions. 6 homes for outdoor entertaining. Training cops to de-escalate. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Volcanoes on Mars might still be active. Mars helicopter completes its fourth flight, 117 seconds of airtime. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, May 9th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Look for the beautiful Northern Crown. Arc to Arcturus, Spike to Spica. The next news is from Politico. EU pushes back on Biden plan to waive coronavirus vaccine patents. UK Labour Party descends into civil war after dismal election results. Warren says she will run for re-election in 2024. Governor Hogan pardoning 34 victims of racial lynching in Maryland. Jugular of the U.S. fuel pipeline system shuts down after cyber attack. How the internet turned on Elon Musk. Dems have a problem on police reform, and it's not the GOP. Opinion: the U.S. still has leverage in Afghanistan. Here's how to keep it. Biden contemplates a climate deal with the Trump of the tropics. Watch, keeping up with the Republicans and Caitlyn Jenner's conservatism. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. AFL 2021 live updates. Bets inspires Blues to lead over Dogs. Eagles score away win over Hawks. Lex Greensill to face grilling by UK parliamentary inquiry. Did you hear about the 7-year-old homeless chess talent? He's now a chess master. The Spittercombe vision which left shattered Brumby seething. May rehearsals for the Everest take center stage around the country. Drabojevic notches ton with Mother's Day masterclass against Warriors. Like the anti-climate change brigade, water scientists under attack. Senator brags Big W dreams and the film that makes him cry. Lessons from the big, little stories of my journalist mother. China rocket debris lands in ocean, draws NASA criticism. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Dogecoin price flops as Elon Musk hosts Saturday Night Live. The Moneyist: I have crypto FOMO. I'm too old to sit and hope I can make up for the lost time by safely investing my little bit of money. The Moneyist: I have a mundane first world problem. Should I buy a $30,000 bracelet during a global pandemic? The April jobs report reveals two very different Americas. The Moneyist: my friend set up a GoFundMe to pay for her sick pet. Instead of getting a refund on our vacation, I canceled the trip. Who's right? Cryptus: Dogecoin nears 75 cents, then slips as crypto pioneer Silbert seen betting against parody coin ahead of Elon Musk's SNL guest host gig. Next Avenue: new rules about eating, exercising and sleeping as you age. Dispatches from a pandemic: COVID-19 was never going to have a tidy Hollywood ending. One prediction of returning to work post-COVID, unpredictable and potentially chaotic. NIO is making a landmark push outside of China into this electric vehicle-obsessed country. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Professor who harnessed power of cactuses is a top inventor, Miami Herald. What would a WTO intellectual property waiver on COVID-19 vaccines mean for India? Scroll in. The next headlines are from Quartz. Adar Punawalla has confusing, and often contradictory, reasons for India's vaccine shortage. For stocks, selling sneakers is just the beginning. There's no good reason for Amazon to split its stock. Shipping now faces the highest price on carbon for any global industry. India could see over 1 million COVID deaths by August due to Modi's self-inflicted national catastrophe. Before burials, what did humans do with our dead? Weekend edition: India's vaccine paradox, chip shortage, but implants. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, May 2nd 8th. Stadia exodus continues as product head for Stadia exits. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Kid Laroi, Russell Westbrook, NASA, NBC, AT&T Stadium, Donald Cerrone, Michelle Watterson, Times Square, Bo Obama, Liverpool. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Victory Day parade marking 76th anniversary of Nazi defeat kicks off at Moscow's iconic Red Square, Live. You don't talk trash to Canelo, Alvarez forces Saunders to quit on stool after vicious uppercut in Texas title fight, video. China services sector sees fastest expansion in 5 months, survey shows. It's a hustle, Elon Musk destroys Dogecoin as he brings crypto memes to his episode of SNL. China says Long March 5B rocket burned up over Indian Ocean near Maldives. The wokest place on earth, Disney pushes critical race theory on staff, rejects equal opportunity and condemns all lives matter. Small child and 2 bystanders shot as New York City's wave of gun crime arrives in Times Square. Humboldt Sadiq Khan re-elected as London mayor, giving Labour a victory as party reels from by-election setbacks. Teacher reassigned after sucking man's nipple during Zoom classroom. Israel denied involvement in the killing of Iran's General Soleimani, but a new report says it helped the U.S. in the assassination. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. 3 shot in Times Square including 4-year-old girl. Kauai real estate in total frenzy as buyers snap up multi-million-dollar home sight unseen. Turn over routers or face subpoenas, Arizona lawmakers tell Maricopa County. Justice Department proposes new rule to serialize ghost gun kits. Beijing's elusive bid for pricing power on rare earths. NATO allies take over Black Sea for military exercises. Chinese military discussed weaponizing COVID in 2015 to cause enemy's medical system to collapse. Dollar stores dominate U.S. retail store openings. New York baseball stadiums to seat fans in separate vaccinated and unvaccinated sections. Ethereum soars to record high above $3,800 as JP Morgan lays out 6 reasons why explosive move will continue. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Why American politicians cannot say the words Israeli apartheid. Plunging back to earth, Chinese rocket make re-entry. Sadiq Khan elected London mayor for a 2nd term. SNP to seek Scottish independence vote after election victory. EU and India agree to resume long-stalled trade talks. Mexico City metro collapse victims' families to get compensation. About 90 Palestinians injured in Israeli crackdown, live. What can stop Palestinians being evicted from Sheikh Jarrah? Myanmar military designates Shadow Government as terrorist group. Pakistan imposes Eid lockdown as COVID cases soar. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Pope Francis calls for temporary suspension of property rights to vaccines during Vex live concert. Teacher gets 7 years in prison for sexually abusing female student. Report, athletes told to be quiet about trans weightlifter ahead of Olympic qualification. Dem Rep Jackson Lee, Texas legislature massacred state's image, LBJ legacy of the Voting Rights Act. Exclusive, Elise Stefanik views Trump voters as critical to Republicans winning midterms. Exclusive, Bernie Moreno and Rick Grenell, we need Republicans who are fighters. Report, Tom Suozzi gave himself $37,000 for office rent from his congressional committee. Report, Biden's ICE chief nominee sought release of 1.5K inmates, including illegal aliens, violent offenders. Border crossers flying for free into U.S. with help from Catholic charities. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's communications director resigns. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. Cook and eat these burgers to celebrate in May. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Sheep versus lawnmowers, UC campus tests which is better to maintain grounds. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. Luxury Mexican hotel chain Velas Resorts thanks 100 healthcare heroes with all-inclusive vacations. In learning to use her left hand following a stroke, 60-year-old Chen Lai discovers she's an expert painter. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, May 9th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Missing Utah woman found living in a national forest reportedly wanted solitude and isolation. DWI dude attorney sentenced to federal prison for scamming Colombian drug traffickers. In Taiwan market, an Israeli expat hawks exotic falafel balls. Well-known local Elvis impersonator shot dead in Denham Springs, LA, suspect arrested in New Orleans. Who flushed a Supreme Court investigation? Selling drugs in Canada, an ex-gangster tells his story. Local police shocked after Alabama officer convicted of murdering suicidal man. Melania Trump, Jill Biden and the battle over the Rose Garden. Nuneaton, invasion of cows causes train delays. Are animated ads getting hotter? An investigation. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. 4 ideas about AI that even experts get wrong. These growth marketing courses can boost your Instagram brand to over 10K followers. How a TikTok Me Too trend has empowered teens to speak out about their experiences. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Artificial intelligence makes great microscopes better than ever. The legume family tree. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, May 9th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA administrator statement on Chinese rocket debris. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Lax, spent Utah Jazz go through the motions, knock off Rockets for 50th win of the season. The triple team, against a bad Rockets team, Quinn Snyder keeps his focus on the long run. Utah's large music venues are reopening gradually, here's who's scheduled to perform so far. Hawaii proved to be too much for Bayou, sweeping Cougars for national title. Latter-day Saints are talking more about Heavenly Mother, and that's where the debates and divisions begin. Weber County GOP votes to censure Senator Romney for voting to convict Trump. Cache County HR Department investigating exodus of female workers from clerk's office. Washington County schools no longer require masks on campus. Andy Larson, the NBA's play-in games are actually pretty brilliant, despite what the Lakers say. 360 new cases of COVID-19 reported, no new deaths. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. China's out-of-control rocket plunges out of orbit, crashes into ocean. Elon Musk begins hosting Saturday Night Live, as the world watches. Does XKCD's cartoon show how scientific publishing is a joke? Emails, text messages can be retrieved from smartphones synced to vehicles. Astronomers search for answers to origins of interstellar visitors like Oumuamua. Deepfake satellite imagery poses a not-so-distant threat. Ghost gun loophole leads U.S. Justice step to propose new definition of firearm. Despite chip shortage, chip innovation is booming. Ransomware cyber attack forces major U.S. pipeline company to halt operations. New studies show COVID-19 vaccine's effectiveness against variants. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Tia Trunk, Jefferson County woman battling cancer creates nonprofit to comfort other cancer patients. Video, bear sighting confirmed in Kirkwood. Police searching for suspect after 2 women, 4-year-old injured in Times Square shooting, officials. Obama dog Bo, once a White House celebrity, dies from cancer. Marker recognizing lynching in Columbia, Missouri vandalized. Actress Tawny Kiddine, Bachelor Party and Whitesnake video star, dies at 59. Hiker accidentally shot by a hunter in St. Charles County. Bear sighting in Sunset Hills. Woman found dead on road near Edwardsville, ill, major case squad is investigating. Caught on camera, Union, Mo police arrest suspected arsonist. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Chula Vista businesses gear up for Mother's Day celebrations. LA County COVID-19 hospitalizations reach lowest points in start of pandemic, the power of vaccinations. SAW screens 1.7 million travelers in a single day, highest number since beginning of coronavirus pandemic. Giants hit 3 hours and 7-1 win over Padres. Police searching for suspect after 2 women, 4-year-old injured in Times Square shooting, officials. Average San Diego County gas price rises for 18th time in 19 days. 1 killed in crash off SR-67 in Santee. San Diego reports 226 new COVID-19 cases, 7 deaths. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. Florida man tried to track his robbery victim by attaching an iPhone to his car, police say. Brain-boosting spy camp offers new adventures and friends. SolarWinds says Russian group likely took data during cyber attack. Spyro revs up check Russian tensions. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Navy seized enough weapons to equip small army. U.S. Navy commissions its newest expeditionary sea-based ship. Ukrainian Army tests new aerial target system that replicates cruise missile. U.S. Air Force's new F-15X fighters join Alaska training exercise. British Army awards contract for most lethal tank in Europe. U.S. Army light tank prototype spotted at 5 facility in Michigan. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, May 9, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Oakland Police Officers Association responds to proposed budget. Crews contained to alarm house fire in Oakland. Elon Musk reveals he has Asperger's while hosting SNL. How much does it cost to convince hesitant Americans to get vaccinated? Suspects burglarizes 2 Redwood City schools. Obama dog Bo, once a White House celebrity, dies from cancer. What COVID-era travel changes are likely here to stay? SAW screens 1.7 million travelers in one day, highest number since pandemic. Mother's Day 2021, send us your most memorable photos with mom. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. McDavid reaches 100 points, Oilers beat Canucks 4-3. Torres lifts Yanks over Scherzer, Nats in 11th inning. LA Galaxy beat Los Angeles FC 2-1 in El Tráfico rivalry. Westbrook basks in milestone moment of tying Big O's record. Hot tub fire spreads to Wheaton home. Constable, author from suburbs knows how mental illness can complicate Mother's Day. Voting rights demonstrations honor late legislator John Lewis. Judson celebrates 191 grads at Saturday ceremony. Shots fired after fight near Palatine, no one hit. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, China, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Libya, Tunisia. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, May 9th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Vax Live, How to Watch Global Citizens COVID-19 Vaccine Equity Concert on ABC. Gulf breeze brings back humidity and rain chance for Mother's Day. Times Square leaves 3 shot, including 4-year-old girl. NYC police search for person of interest. Woman choked by ex-boyfriend shoots him to death in N. Harris Company. Houston resident, rapper 50 Cent wins Rodeo's international wine competition. George Floyd's family reacts to federal indictments of former officers. Search for missing couple in Lake Conroe to resume Sunday. Voting rights advocacy groups rally across Texas as SB 7 advances to Texas Senate. Texans rookie says he hopes to use high football IQ to contribute to team's success. Sam Houston State Bearcats are national championship bound. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Vaccine deserts, some countries have no COVID-19 jabs at all. Eyeing re-election bid, Macron looks to repair French economy. Kessel's OT goal leads Coyotes past Sharks 5-4. NBA leading Jazz beat Rockets 124-116 for 50th victory. Dodgers blow most of 13-run lead, still outlast Angels 14-11. Vax Live concert raises $302 million, exceeds vaccine goal. Taves, Mocker lead Avalanche 2-3-2 win over Kings. Adrianza, Braves rally for 8-7 win over Phillies in 12th. Lillard scores 30, Trailblazers rout Spurs 124-102. Net rally 2 beat Nuggets 125-119, snap 4-game skid. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Update, 4-year-old girl among 3 people shot in broad daylight in Times Square. Extra, rock out with the brood X cicadas. New York opens COVID vaccine availability to all U.S. residents age 16 and up. Controversial Borough Park figure Heshi Tishler pleads guilty for leading violent mob on journalist. What to do when a pigeon lays an egg on your bed? Yes, it's known to happen. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. How a 4-year-old Brooklyn boy bought nearly 1,000 SpongeBob popsicles online. Candidates for Bronx Borough President lay out their visions in first debate. Bronx is slow to drop open marijuana cases after legalization, public defender say. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. I am alive, but I feel like I am dead. A migrant grieves the drowning of 3 children. Kabul school bombing condemned by senior UN officials. Latin America bets heavily on hydrogen. The United Nations remembers the dead of World War II. What can the UN do to support India through its deadly COVID-19 surge? Climate change threatens winged harbinger of spring. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Major U.S. pipeline halts operations after ransomware attack. Did Pelosi tweet use photo of wrong athlete in tribute to Willie Mays? Can some turtles breathe through their butts? Tawny Kidene, actor and music video star, dead at 59. Does finding cheese on your car hood mean you are in danger? Is a neutron ride under construction at Disney World? Did Channing Tatum say he has to get better at acting so he doesn't have to be naked in movies? Do photos show people with a dead tiger shark in Florida's Chassahowitzka River? States scale back vaccine orders as interest in shots wanes. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Ransomware attackers strike the jugular of U.S. gas with shutdown of major pipeline. The ridiculously racist history of menthol cigarettes. He legally changed his name to a Bond villain, then he plotted Ed's death, cops say. Philida candidate forced to address paralegal found dead in his mansion. This is the best game I've played since Cards Against Humanity. This body wash smells like I'm hiking through a forest. Shrill's final season shows us the hell of going to the doctor while fat. Gates and Green rile up the MAGA faithful with talk of guns and election lies at Florida rally. Camping was so popular it became basic and nearly ruined the outdoors. Girls 5 Eva is the most fun binge of the year. The next headlines are from the New York Post. The Jets challenge in drafting 2 Michael Carters. Canelo Alvarez stops Billy Joe Saunders to unify middleweight titles. 30 killed in Afghanistan school bombing. Dogecoin took a dive during Elon Musk's SNL hosting gig. Netstorm passed Nuggets to snap season worst skid. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Chinese rocket remnants re-enter atmosphere. Chinese rocket re-entry imminent. Rare Mother's Day snow from Illinois through Pennsylvania. Anticipation mounts as Chinese rocket debris is expected to hit Earth this weekend. CDC reports significant drop in new coronavirus infections as states push to reopen. NOAA's new normal climate report is anything but normal. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. TGI Everyday, NYC employees, nervous and excited, return to their offices after daunting pandemic absences. Rhode Island man dies after being handcuffed by cops, state to investigate. Miami-Dade police lieutenant facing sexual battery charge. Ransomware attack halts major U.S. fuel pipeline. Pieces of Neanderthal remains unearthed near Rome. Mount Everest Sherpa guide breaks his own record for most climbs. Friday saw most airline passengers in one day since start of pandemic. Family, activists demand answers after 16-year-old black girl found dead in Boston suburb. Barack and Michelle Obama mourn loss of pet dog Bo. Lloyd Price, personality singer and early rock influence, dies at 88. The following headlines are from military.com. After a decade of effort, big changes could be coming to the way the military handles sexual assault. Air Force F-35 stealth fighters now outnumber its F-15s, A-10s. Navy confirms new 1,000-gallon fuel release at Red Hill. The Miramar Air Show has been cancelled again this year. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Shoplifters hit loop Walgreens as cops respond to disturbances involving large gathering. Woman fends off sex attack in Westtown. One mom's legacy lives on as a neighborhood picks up. If you're feeling good, let me hear. Englewood. Every time I close my eyes I see him getting hit, says witness after dirt bike rider killed by hit-and-run driver in Westtown, police say. Southside Chicago Ald. David Moore joins Illinois Secretary of State race. Red Line trains resume service after CPD bomb squad investigates suspicious object at Bryn Mawr stop, police say. 3 men killed in explosion near Starved Rock were cousins and uncles from Chicago area, coroner says. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers. Here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. COVID-19 cases in Illinois by zip code. Search for your neighborhood. Where the coronavirus data stands in the U.S. and world, vaccinations, cases and deaths. The following headlines are from phys.org. Archaeologists discover remains of 9 Neanderthals near Rome. Ingenuity Mars helicopter completes first one-way trip. California agency approves warehouse rule for air quality. Chinese rocket to tumble back to Earth in uncontrolled re-entry. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, May 9th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Long-haul carrier Emirates to ship aid for free into India. The separate worlds of Bill and Melinda Gates. Riley Smith's first career hat-trick lifts Vegas to 4-1 win. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. 3 rescued from surf in Pescadero. Elon Musk, billionaire comedian for a night. Coyotes beat Sharks in OT, spoil rookie goalie's first start. Steph Curry scores 49, leads Warriors to blowout win over Thunder. Arrest in Redwood City school burglaries. Evacuation order lifted for area north of Chico hit by fire. Speed cameras on Bay Area streets, horrible idea, some say. Roadshow. Arrest in fatal Fremont home invasion. The latest, utility regulator shares discredited theories. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Des Moines student-run market offers another way to learn. Grand Island Academy trains new generation of barbers. Couple restores historic building, pursues restaurant dreams. Michigan bridal industry preps for overdue wedding season. Mason City Pioneer Museum reopens after long closure. Mayor says staying the course key to Murfreesboro economy. Murphy gliding in NJ's primary, GOP wrestling with Trump. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Nina Turner opponent Chantal Brown is low-key pleading for Super PAC support. Video, deadliest police raid in Rio de Janeiro history kills at least 28. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, May 9th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. How proteins control information processing in the brain. Most comprehensive studies to date find insufficient evidence to support herbal and dietary supplements for weight loss. Vegetarians have healthier levels of disease markers than meat eaters. Switch of breast tumors to HER2 low in recurrence may provide greater therapeutic options. Study supports recommendations to avoid pregnancy for at least 12 months after obesity surgery. Mild COVID-19 infection is very unlikely to cause lasting heart damage. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Man fatally shot in East Garfield Park, police. Horoscope for Sunday, May 9th, 2021. Teen boy shot to death in Humboldt Park. Watch, Elon Musk on SNL, billionaire gets silly, sends up himself. Carl Warsum, visionary, utterly original artist, dies at 81. White Sox starting rotation stays on roll in 9-1 victory against Royals. Woman escapes attacker in West Town. White Sox score 8 runs in first versus Royals. Woman killed in crash in Waukegan. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, May 9, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. India's daily COVID-19 deaths near record, calls for nationwide lockdown mount, Reuters India. Hardcore encore, canoe teams race to break Mississippi record, TwinCities.com Pioneer Press. Mount, SAC welcomes back world-class track and field, the Pasadena Star News. Will he break the world record, Chess Base News. Daily first-time positivity rates stay below 5%, Florida 4.67%, Palm Beach County 3.69%, WPTV.com. Mississippi College says it broke the largest jambalaya record, U.S. News and World Report. Titanfall 2 Gauntlet world record broken twice in 2 weeks, Eurogamer.net. Lego 10,276 Coliseum built in Guinness World Record setting time, Brick Fanatics. Ahead of Olympic Summer, Swimming World Magazine. 12-year-old from U.S. build tallest popsicle structure ever, enters Guinness World Record, News 18. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the U.S., has shut down over a ransomware attack. Justice Department quietly seized Washington Post reporters' phone records during Trump era. NASA's Ingenuity helicopter nails its last scheduled flight, but it's not goodbye yet. Hack-verified Twitter accounts are spamming Musk fans with Bitcoin scams ahead of SNL debut. The CW's Black Lightning, what we learned about the final episode. Marvel's Star Wars variant cover art commemorates LGBTQ Pride Month. This subway station in Seoul doubles as a futuristic vegetable garden. Amazon's new horror anthology The Unknown will explore folklore and true crime. Faces of Death gets a Gen Z reboot from Legendary Entertainment. Too bad, Zuck, just 4% of US iPhone users let apps track them after iOS update. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Makadani in South Africa at 122 degrees Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 111.1 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 79.5 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Preview, the role-playing game's afoot in charming black comedy Murder Barry Win. Rivian's electric truck features include air compressor and AC outlets. Apple brass discussed disclosing 128 million iPhone hack, then decided not to. It began as an AI-fueled dungeon game, then it got much darker. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Miley Cyrus steals the show as Elon Musk hosts SNL. SNL host Elon Musk pulls the supervillain ploy of taking an audience hostage. Mike Lindell may be attempting an insanity defense after latest attacks on Dominion, ex-prosecutor. Top Dem lawyer blasts CBS News, do you really need to both sides democracy? Police officers among 3 wounded in Alabama shootings. Robert Reich labels SNL host Elon Musk a modern-day robber baron. Republicans are making a gigantic bet heading into the 2022 midterm elections. B.1.617 variant devastating India may be dodging vaccine protections, WHO chief scientist. Mother and 3-year-old daughter shot in Times Square, report. Wake up, Jim Acosta blasts Fox News for cult of Trump panic over cancel culture. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. R.I.P. Bo Obama, Dr. Simone Gold, capital defendant, goes on tour. Watch, Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene combine forces at a rally in Florida. The real reason women aren't applying to restaurant jobs. Wyoming threatens to sue states that won't buy its coal. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. NSF, NASA awards fund NMSU professors research on how planets form, Las Cruces Sun News. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Best nootropics of 2021, 3 most popular smart drugs for brain, The Island Now. 5 best nootropic smart drugs available online 2021, Miami New Times. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, May 9th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Project announcement, evaluation of the DOD's actions regarding the unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, May 9th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.